Go. Hi, this is Sue Greenwald with Empowered Light and with Awakened Stories. I'm here today again with Lydia Durham and her daughter, Florida Rose. Hi, girls. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. We're here today to talk about Child Protective Services and their experience with them and what happened. I have other information I could put out there later, but I'd like to hear the story of what happened with both of you, if you would.
Okay, let mommy real quick. This I'll help you. Okay, I'll guide you with certain things, not your answers or what really happened or how you felt, but just to, you
Right,
know.
right.
Um,
Set the
so what
story.
we're going to do, as far as her, she could just speak about how she felt, what
Right,
happened.
right,
But to give the viewers, they're probably saying, well, oh, how she's back or whatever the case may
right,
be.
right.
Well, the thing is, she is actually over 18 now. Okay. And, she has, you want to tell them a little, you have Asperger's?
I have autism.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
So, that's where we're at. And okay, go ahead and tell them what you wanted to say, how you felt, what happened
So,
with you.
so,
And
They,
so we're going back to probably 2018 or so.
it happened July 18th, 2018, but hers was the next day. So you could go from July 18th and then into mommy's birthday. She remembers it. I'm just helping her to,
Right, of course, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
so I got taken away from CBS. The next day, they took my brother.
Okay.
No, wait. July 18th, they showed up, right?
Yeah.
And what happened July 18th?
July 18th,
The first day they showed up.
they just took my brother away.
Okay. And how are you feeling?
Sad.
Okay. And what happened? Were you still with mommy?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened the next day?
They took me, and when we were telling them we need to get my brother back, they just took me. They took me out of the hospital because they thought I was having a seizure, but they weren't. I wasn't because they were stressing me out.
Okay. So they took you to the hospital right from your mom's house?
Yes.
No, remember where
Oh,
were you when they did that? She's trying to get it.
uh,
Remember.
they did that in the end of the day.
Like, where did we go? Think back. We went to get a note.
We
right?
went to get a note,
And then we brought it where?
we brought it to CPS.
Right. And that the note was the note, stating that, I'm not suicidal and homicidal and this and that. So we went to present that about Clifford. And that's when they realized they made a mistake by not, you know what I mean? Because it looks really bad. You take one and not the other, but yet
Right,
it's dangerous,
right.
So tell her what happened.
Then then they almost touched me and stuff, the CPS, because mom was trying to get me away from them, but they were trying to get me, and they were trying to put their hands on me, and,
Okay.
and they almost put their hands on my mom too, because that is not good. That is
Right,
not good what they
right.
did. That was horrible.
Okay. And what were they telling you what were they telling you when why they were taking you away? What did they say?
Why? Why? Because they think they were going to kill me and you're going to kill yourself. No, that's not the case. We're still alive.
And how do you feel about that? How did you feel about that?
Scared of them
Oh,
because they were trying to accuse me and accuse my mom for nothing.
okay.
Okay.
And what else did they say about mommy, or what else happened in the time frame?
They were telling me that you weren't feeding us and stuff. Yes, she was feeding us. and she's a really good mom, and she just really, to me, is like an angel.
Oh,
Beautiful.
mommy's little girl. Mommy's baby girl. Yeah, so so how were you feeling when that happened?
Scared, like very scared, because I thought they're gonna touch my mom, they're gonna touch me, hurt me, and like tase me or something, tase my mom. Like, I don't want them doing that stuff to my mom because
Of
they're
course not.
horrible. I never go to North Carolina because they're horrible.
Okay, and how do you feel, what would you like to see happen? What would you like to see happen with you, your brother, and the whole situation? And what's your goal? One of your goals?
My goal is to get them back.
Get what back?
My brother back, and my brothers Clifford and Daniel, because it's almost my birthday too, and I don't want to not have them on my birthday.
Okay, and how does that make you feel?
Like, sad, because I just want them. I'm used to them celebrating my birthday with me.
Right, and how long has it been? Has it been a couple of years?
4 years.
4 years, you remember correctly. Okay, and let me see. And what do you plan on doing? You told me you planned on what?
Helping people out. I love helping people out. I have the biggest heart that you guys will know.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to say about CPS or how you felt or anything else?
No.
So you're done right now? You felt you were able to speak what you really felt and what really happened and how it made you feel. You feel satisfied with how you.
I feel better because you guys are helping me out. And that's what all I need is you guys to be my best priority right now.
Okay, very good.
Thank you so much
Okay.
for your
Thank you for the interview.
yes,
You're
thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll be
Thank
talking with you again soon.
Thank you.
welcome.
Okay, I'm just gonna let her out of.
All right, so Lydia, how long was Florida Rose in the custody of Child Protective Services? How long
I
was she
mean,
gone?
well, she was gone 4 years. They wound up putting her in a program, for uh disabilities and stuff like that. But I mean, she was 17, and as you could see, she is cognitively much younger. Okay, so
Right.
even though she was 17 at the time,
Right.
okay, it was like cognitively say 10. So in reality, if you really think about it, and by looking at, and going through it, bottom line is, Clifford was 12. She was 17. However, if I really was a danger and their accusations were actually true, she would have been in more danger than he is, because he was actually cognitively older, you know what I mean? Even though her age is older. So even now, at her age, she's actually 21, and
Right.
nobody, I mean, nobody even suspects that. But I mean, cognitively, it's still like she's, say, 10 years old, and that's the Asperger's and high functional autism. So that's with her. And, that's why we kept it, short the way it is. And
Right.
I asked her, those questions. Those questions were only asked to me because, to make her feel comfortable in speaking
Right.
her truth, and help to get her thoughts together on what happened, because,
When
the way
she came back, like, did she have any reports to tell you? Like, did she give you any
Oh yeah,
insight?
she's,
Yeah.
she goes through, you could see that there's damage, and she goes through, are they going to bother us again? She'll go through her spurts of that. Are they
Yeah.
going to bother us again? Are they going to do this again? Is this going to happen? I want my brothers back. They separated our whole family. They did this and they did that. A lot of that stuff. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Other stuff I won't bring up right now because that's for maybe her and some kind of a maybe, count, whatever it is,
Right.
that's for her own healing and whatever. And if she wants to ever talk about that one day, that's
Right.
fine. But like, bottom line is there is a lot of, damage that this caused. And the family still isn't back together. And that really bothers her. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. And
Mm,
Clifford is still gone. Is that
yes.
correct? So
Yes. Because he's 16.
he's been gone since 2018.
Yes.
Wow. Have you had any contact? Have you seen him? Have you talked to him at all?
He called like twice, and he just told me that I was right about everything. I'm right about everything. They're horrible. And he actually understands why I didn't go to court, back to court for them and everything, because he actually told me them himself, because I guess he overheard them talking something. I don't know. But he said they were planning on just labeling you, and making up a whole bunch of false allegations, labeling you as crazy and running with it,
Right.
And he said, "Is that why you didn't go back?" I said, "Absolutely. I already." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I kind of knew you knew what they were doing." I said, Of course I did. I knew."
Yeah. So you have talked to him twice in 4 years
Yeah.
on the phone.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
So in 2 more years, he'll be released, supposedly. Do you know what state he's in or any of the
He's
details?
in Florida as well.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
And of course, he can't really report what he's going through right now.
He just said that it's abuse and it's hard.
Okay. He is
And he's depressed.
he's musically inclined. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
And he did report that they said over there to him, "Oh, I hope your music kicks off because, our rent went up to $2,200 a month or $2,100 a month. So I hope your stuff kicks off." He's like, "Can you believe they said that?" I said, "Absolutely, yeah, I can."
And who is they in this case?
Supposedly, he's with the grandmother on the other side, but we all know I'm not going to even get into that for this interview. These aliases and these made up or whatever the heck is going on over there. But, I found it interesting how he said, "My dad, my dad, my dad," right? But he said, "I'm trying to find out who this guy really is at the same time." And I was like, that was very interesting to me.
Right.
So, but that's like a whole nother on another level
Right.
of what Michael and them could do. But whoever he's with, like the particular people he's with right now, he says that he's very depressed. It's abusive, and he also said that he completely understands why I wanted nothing to do with like the grandmother person or whatever back then, because he said, the way that they're abusive,
Right.
nobody should want anything to do with them.
Right.
No one. And he would say too, if you're being abused like I'm being abused, and I'm like, that's crazy. So
Have you, and where is your oldest son?
he's in Florida as well. And he's doing okay for now, this and that, and like I said, because of the targeting individual program and all this kind of stuff, that's why, people can't really be, together like that now.
Right.
So it's just, this has to resolve itself. People at certain individuals have to stand up and do what's right. And stop turning their head and looking the other way, in order, because then everything else will fall into place.
Okay. So what you're hoping to do is, this is my assumption, that with the petition that you've got going around and you're getting signatures and you're getting more and more awareness of what's happened, you will hopefully get the attention of those that can help you locate and receive your son back. All right.
Right.
And at least, bring justice there. That's really what your goal is right now. Is that correct? Are there any other goals that you have other than that?
The goals is justice.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
goal is justice. Whoever's responsible and behind the programs such as this, whoever's violating people's rights, whoever's harming children, whoever's ripping apart families, whoever's destroying innocent people's lives need to be held accountable.
Okay.
The truth needs to come out. It needs to be exposed and brought to light so it doesn't happen anymore, because, you know, it's just like, they're doing it to a lot of people. And this is, you can't even live your life. And I'm telling you guys now, if you think it can't happen to you, it can. And anyone who's in this so-called conspiracy or Q or all this type of what we're doing, okay, it's so easy for them to target you and then label you as crazy because you've actually reposted Q or whatever before. They will take that and run with it.
And you don't have to convince me. There's probably many people in the audience that haven't heard of this before, but I have seen it firsthand with other people where they're good parents, they're doing their thing, and they get a knock at the door for no reason.
No reason.
That's scary.
It's being utilized as a weapon. And another reason I'm pushing for truth too is, you know, I'm coded all over the Q board, right? Well, I think here's the thing. Q is out there claiming to be some kind of military op. So whether Q's real or not, you know, here's the bottom line. These agencies that are out there will easily manipulate and use any kind of thing like that against innocent people in order to say this person's not mentally stable because you reposted it. Oh, you believe, look what they believe. They believe this. They're not stable. If you think that they won't use that as targeting, you are you don't understand anything. And here's the thing. It is time soon for Q to come out and say, because here's the thing, the military's got to be well aware that this is going on. I mean, it's a worldwide movement. They haven't stopped it. That should tell people something. But here's the thing, they haven't stopped it. Well, who's behind it? Because guess what? If the truth doesn't come out, then they can use it against us all at one time or another to say we are insane.
Right. Agreed.
You know,
Agreed.
Bottom line. So enough's enough with abusing good people because they look for the truth, or they put things together, connect dots, or question the authorities or what's been told to them. They question something and say, this may be different. You know, we're being abused and we're being falsely diagnosed. We're being labeled and we're just, you know, we are the crazy ones. And they are taking that to steal your children. They are taking that to put you on medications. They are using that in all different forms as a weapon against every individual who is a free thinker. If the truth doesn't come out, they will continue to do that. And it won't only be, say, me and my children and the thousands or whatever there are now. It's going to make its way to a theater near you, which is your doorstep. If the truth doesn't come, they're utilizing this as a weapon.
Agreed.
That's my goal.
Agreed.
It's got to end.
Anything else you'd like to add to this video? We're just doing a short overview today.
Right.
Just short.
Right. No, that's good. You know, just that is, you know, people often ask me, well, what do you want out of this? I want to help me to help you. See, if they've already used me as an experiment to do certain things to, and I could put all this together and I could comprehend what's going on, and I actually got to know my enemy, right? And I actually see, hey, you know what? They targeted the whole world for COVID. They shut the whole world down. Okay. They're targeting the whole world with these shots. There's people I know that can't come back from Canada when they're an American citizen in the first place or wherever because they don't have the shot. Okay. So they're targeting it. So if they could target the whole world on a worldly level like that, imagine if they had their eyes on you.
Yes, exactly.
How bad could it be? So here's the thing. If I know this information, I'm worse than them because I'm accountable for saying what's going on or putting together some or whatever, doing these interviews, trying to get the message out and warn people. I'm just as bad as them if I turn my head and look the other way.
Right.
So what I'm trying to tell people is what I want out of this is justice. And I want where they cannot get away with this, because I'm telling you now, whoever don't care about whatever victims, survivors, whatever are screaming out on here for help and telling you similar stories or whatever, it's coming to your door. They're testing it on people and seeing how good it works and how they get away with it. When they know they could get away with it, they branch out more. Then they could get away with that, they branch out more. So when they want your children, if you reposted a cute thing ever in history, they will use it against you, people, and label you as crazy. If you've ever thought out of the box and you're going along with their agenda, they're going to use it against you. So what I'm trying to do is bust this wide open.
Right.
Honestly, I'm trying to get it where Q has to come out and answer who the hell's behind the board. Okay. I'm trying to do all of that, because if that's not done, and hear me well, people, if that's not done, they will be able to use this against us for God knows how long. And it's coming slowly but surely to everybody's doorstep. Enough is enough. Innocent people that are trying to live their life, have their families, have a successful life, have a loving, love in their life and family and all that, are being attacked, destroyed, ripped apart, and annihilated by these vicious companies that have too much power. And the only reason they have that power is because they're labeling everybody else as crazy.
Right.
Nobody's doing anything, and they're getting away. They're allowed.
Right. So I've been telling people, if the masses don't stand up and take their liberty back, it's only going to get worse. They're never going to be given their freedom back. They have to stand up for it. As a mother, that's what you're doing here.
Yes.
You are, you can't, locate your son, probably. So you have to do it by the only way that you can, which is through these videos, through the Telegram channel that you have, and through the petition. So that's why there's urgency here. And it's a very, very long and complex story. And that's why there's so many balls bouncing around in your head, probably. You've got so much going on all at the same time. You just really want your son back and to live your life.
Yes, and see justice out of the situation, and justice for all. Though, if we're really going to sit there and say for liberty and justice for all, well, let's mean it.
Yeah. So obviously you want to help yourself, and then your goal is to really help others that are in the same situation as you, since you've had this experience.
Right. And here's the thing, whether people believe everything in my story or this or that or whatever the case may be, don't even worry about that. Think about, there was a young lady sitting here today that's disabled and speaking what she spoke. Think about the fact that there's children involved. Think about the fact that people are human beings and they're being abused. That should be enough to want to change the world. That should be enough. It doesn't matter. We have to stop looking at who and look at what. It's not about the who, it's about what's right. That's it. It's not about who's right, it's about what's right. So even the Trump name, the Jackson name, the this name, the that, it doesn't matter in the end, because it's human beings taken advantage of, being abused, being terrorized, and having their rights trampled on. And that should be enough for people to stand up and want to help. And not only that, to make sure it does not make its way to your own place. You know what I mean? So that's really, that's the mission here.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lydia, for your time. I really appreciate it. And we'll be talking with you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.